Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled Cassini Approaches Saturn. So what do we see here? Well, here we see images taken by the Cassini spacecraft back in 2004 as it approached Saturn. Now, it's not a single video, it is a combination of images that were put together to show what it would look like as Cassini approached the ringed planet. And of course, there were thousands and thousands of images that were taken between that time and the more than a decade that Cassini spent orbiting Saturn. So take them together, put them all together, and compiled into this video looking at approaching Saturn from Cassini. So we can go ahead and start the video and let it play and watch as Cassini would approach Saturn. And as we come up there, we see the body of Saturn itself, its rings, and several of the moons. So we can look at the various moons there. We'll see that we're passing them. We're passing the ring plane. And as we go through the plane of the rings, we can see how thin they are, how they will almost disappear as Cassini crosses the plane of the rings. And we can also see all of the structures, the gaps that are present there. We come up on one of the moons, Mimas, as we do there, sometimes known as the Death Star moon for its distinct pattern of a crater on it. And then we cut the ring plane there, and we see, again, much detail in the rings. Rings are not just a flat area. They are billions upon billions of individual particles orbiting, and those are all impacted by the moons themselves. So the moons will actually cause the rings to have various patterns in them. They will make the gaps in the rings, and they will make all of the different patterns that we see within them, where there are more or less. Then we head towards one of the other moons. We're heading towards Enceladus here as we get closer and pass by that as we come toward the end of the video. So Cassini did spend a decade, or more than a decade, exploring the ringed planet, and gave us a lot of information and thousands of images that we still study today. Now we can look at this again one more time, and let's watch the video. And we see, again, it's going to be the same video, but we're looking again at Saturn as we start to approach it. Again, we continue to see that. We'll see the structures, very faint structures in the planet's atmosphere itself, various bands of material. We see Titan, the largest moon of Saturn, as it disappears off the screen here. And again, we're coming in looking at the ring plane as we approach Mimas once again, and see all those various structures within the rings, denser areas where ring particles have been enhanced, and less dense areas where there are fewer ring particles. And we can also see that in the shadows that are cast on the planet itself as sunlight streams through the rings. Then, as that continues, we'll head back a little farther away. We've crossed the ring plane, and we're moving a little bit away from the planet again now as we are essentially orbiting the planet and seeing one more moon, Enceladus, out in the distance as we begin to approach that as the video begins to come to an end. But Cassini did give us a lot of information about Saturn. We will continue to study these images for decades to come. And updated processing, as was done to put this video together, to really look at all of the details of many of the images as we approached Saturn, give us a view of what it might have been like if we had just taken video as we approached Saturn with the Cassini spacecraft. Cassini did end its mission back in 2017, crashing into the planet's atmosphere and just being essentially melted by the intense heat within the atmosphere. But its legacy lives on in the images that we still study today. So that was our picture of the day, titled Cassini Approaches Saturn. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.